This plug powers all the spotlights in the corridor. It looks rather provisional. Those valves probably turn off the gas pipes. I presume those spotlights were put here by the Argo structural engineers. One has to be careful with a blowtorch. Failure to do so has caused many fires. The window overlooks the street behind the church. The barrel is almost empty, only a thin layer of something sand-like on the bottom. Paper strips from a shredder. Either they have some useful reason for being here, or even the church has its secrets. I'll take the piece of paper. Maybe I can find some use for it. Heavy cement bricks. God knows what they are doing here. There should be a building site behind that door. I saw it from the street. I can see some shaft under the lid. It probably leads to the pipes and cables under the church.
What are you trying to do?
We have to get rid of that gas. Don't you smell it? If there is even a single spark, we'll both be finished here.
And wouldn't it be better to stop the leakage first?
That was exactly the kind of advice I needed.
Agent Durand! Oh! Are you here?
Oh, well, it's up to you. I really don't want to see that idiot anymore.
Maybe in the meantime, you could at least try to find where the gas is leaking from?
With pleasure.
Agent Durand, so you're the one who's gonna show us how to do it right, huh? Oh, my apologies for Edwards.
Don't worry about it.
That man's head is hollow, but people on the streets respect him. I don't get why. Yeah, and here's the FBI report about the technician who wasn't here when it happened. Well, continue with your investigation. By the way, it's pretty neat in here, isn't it?
Well, one certainly can't choose a crime scene.
That's right, at least if you're not a psychopath who paints with human blood. All right, it's all yours. It's already been documented both by my guys and the FBI, but if you think you can find something...
That metal door is closed. Do you have a key?
Of course. What do you think, we're totally incompetent here?
So could you please unlock that metal door for me?
Let's go. And by the way, have you noticed you've been getting our full cooperation with anything you've asked for? It'd be nice if you mentioned that in your report. And it's open. Nothing's stopping you now.
Could we now go over what we know?
Well, we've got 3 missing engineers. The 4th one was lucky. He was at the hospital when it happened. Look at this folder. The culprit? A fanatic out for publicity.
And where would you say those missing persons are?
What do you think? Dead, of course. Their bodies are probably in the bay or dumped somewhere. Now try to do your best. I've got to go deal with Edwards again. And take care not to stumble over anything. One can't be too careful.
That's strange. Maybe it's broken. It seems it's impossible to turn off the gas in all the pipes at once. I'll have to find from which pipe the gas leaks. Huh. Maybe I should use a piece of paper to find the place where the gas is leaking from. Yes, if I find the correct place, the paper scrap will surely react. This is it. This is where the gas is leaking from. Now I'll wait for Laura.
So?
I know where the gas is leaking from. It's from this joint. I don't think we can fix that, but I guess we could turn off the gas mains.
Great. I think I can do this myself. You can get back to whatever you were doing there. It seems damaged. Stopping the gas flow isn't going to be that easy after all. And done. The gas isn't leaking anymore. I presume those spotlights were put here by the Argo structural engineers. All right, Laura. Hopefully you won't blow up the whole street by pulling out that plug. With the lights off, one can't see into the corridor properly. I think that nothing else is holding the cap. Good that the bolt wasn't too tight, otherwise I wouldn't be able to get there so easy. I'll take that bulb. No one will miss it. I think that's the place where the subway cave-in happened. Anyone could come and leave through the hole leading to the tunnel, and maybe take something or somebody with them. The case is closed and secured with leather straps. In contrast to the other things, it's absolutely clean. Police technicians use those. Surely it was left there by the FBI. Judging by the dust layer on the handle and the bottom edge of the door, it hasn't been open for several weeks at least. It's hard to say what the can contained. It's a bit rusty, but there are no holes in it. Now, I don't know what it could be used for, but something may come up. A library and an office. Only church staff can enter them. Central nave of St. Peter's Church. I can't go there now in the middle of the night. I came to the crime scene from the street through that corridor. The main part of the investigation takes place here. There's the principal evidence, the painting painted with blood. So here's the place of that accident. It looks scary. It must be 10 or 20 meters long. It could come in handy. A wire like this can be used in many ways. At least I hope so. Well, I'll take it anyway. That looks like a record of the work the Argo technicians carried out here. Let's look at the last pages. This is called a tri-square, I think. I can't do that. It's bolted down. First clamp is out. Second clamp is out, and the ruler is loose. I'll borrow the ruler. It's not evidence, so it shouldn't be a problem. I came to the crime scene from the street through that corridor. Edwards let me inside through there. Central nave of St. Peter's Church. I can't go there now in the middle of the night. A library and an office. Only church staff can enter them. The door is locked at night, and I don't need anything there. The crime scene is in the basement. I can't get to that door. It's barred by building materials. Gas leaked here. Fortunately, Kira warned me soon enough. I came to the church cellar with the blood paintings through here. The main part of the investigation takes place here. There's the principal evidence, the painting painted with blood. I came through there. Originally, the door was locked. I found myself in the place where the subway cave-in occurred. Kira, do you have a moment?
Sure. Do you have anything new?
That Burke isn't exactly a genius, but I've seen worse. Much worse.
Yeah? Just wait. He'll surprise you yet. We usually get along with the police without any problems, but he's the exception to the rule.
That's a hell of a lot of blood.
Have you noticed how evenly spread it is? No actual stains. And I don't think blood is particularly good for painting.
It definitely isn't. What did he hold the blood in? With what did he paint? I saw a brush somewhere around. That coffee machine next to the sink, have you noticed it?
Huh?
All that mess, yet the coffee machine is polished like new, and the cups too.
Good point. It doesn't make much sense, does it?
Well, either one of those structural engineers was crazy about neatness, or someone had a very good reason to clean it.
I'll have it examined in the lab. Maybe they can find something. Nice observation, really.
Right. I'll look around a bit more. Maybe I'll see something else. The blowtorch in the corridor. It could be important.
You think so?
Finding a blowtorch near a place where there's a gas leak is a bit suspicious.
Oh, you're right.
Someone should look at that place where the gas is leaking to check if it really was caused by the earthquake.
Absolutely, they certainly should.
Do you have any idea what he meant to say with that painting?
That's one of the reasons you're here. Come on, I know you can figure it out.
Did the experts from the SFPD notice that smudge?
Did somebody drag something here? Or someone?
Exactly, but why does it end so abruptly? I think he carried the bodies wrapped in something. Maybe he cut their throats here, and then, when finished, he dragged them to some plastic or a sheet.
Absolutely. That explains why there's not much blood around here.
Nice. A piece of plastic with a drop of blood, I think.
Why doesn't it surprise me that they overlooked that?
Maybe the plastic was used to wrap a body, or bodies.
You see, you probably understand now why I wanted you to be here.
What about that Bible?
I've noticed it, but there are no marks on it. No fingerprints, blood, nothing.
Is it possible it belongs to the murderer?
You mean he could be some religious fanatic? Maybe. But for someone like that, the Bible would be sacred. And he wouldn't just toss it here.
All that evidence, the tracks he left behind.
He wants us to catch him?
Maybe. Or he wants to be seen.
No letter to newspapers, no crime in a public place. If he wants to show off, then probably only to us. Maybe it's some game of his.
Maybe.
If I'm saying I told you something, then I told you. You think I'm lying?
No, not that. Maybe you just forgot.
No, Edwards. Forgetting is your specialty. Look, our dear guest from France has finished. So what did we overlook? Or maybe we can help you with something.
Down in the corridor, there's a door leading to the building site.
And?
It probably would be useful to look there.
Maybe it will surprise you, but we looked at the building site over the fence. The other side of the door is filled with more pallets. So, wait for it. And so it's useless to interest ourselves in the building site. They call that, dear miss, a deduction, you know?
So originally there were 4 of those structural engineers. What about the 4th one, the one who survived? Who is he?
Yatsek. Yeah, but he wasn't there with them. Reputedly, they rushed the work too much. Something broke loose somewhere and wounded him. He had to go to the hospital, and that saved his life. He won't have much to tell us about what happened here.
I assume you've seen the blood test results? Anything interesting?
Sure, of course I have. We don't dismiss any evidence. And if something like that is found, of course we try to utilize it. I'm not a novice. I know that every little...
To the point, please. The blood tests.
I only wanted to emphasize we certainly haven't underestimated anything. According to the analysis, the blood belongs to 3 subjects. One of them has been confirmed to be one of the 3 structural engineers. To confirm the other 2 is only a matter of time.
I already have some information from the folder we received. Is there anything new?
Nothing I know about, but there is one strange thing. You probably know how much blood the average male adult has.
Usually about 5 liters?
Well, it seems you Europeans have as much as we do. And now think about cutting the throats of 3 people. Or even just 2. You'd expect more blood around here, wouldn't you? That man had it planned, I'll tell you that.
That sounds logical.
Logical thinking won't help you much, miss, when you don't have enough practical experience. Luckily for this case, I've got both.
That will be all for now. I feel there's something down there which doesn't match the photos we've got. Do you have any ideas about that?
What do you mean exactly?
Don't tell me that it was lying there that way when you discovered it.
Well, how to say it? Someone has knocked down the spotlight, one of us. But luckily everything was already documented.
I see. And it was you?
Me? No, it...
Damn, does it really matter who did it? Well, it just happened. Not that it was such a tragedy.
Wouldn't it be better to stand up the spotlight again and switch it on? I need to see the place in the same state it was then.
I don't think the boss would object to that.
Edwards, keep those comments of yours to yourself, will you?
In the church cellar, there is a door leading to the building site.
Really? Well, I don't know anything about it. I've been to the room under the stairs only. Maybe the boss would know something.
Who discovered the crime scene? Do we know anything about him?
Thomas Stout, the church custodian. He's in his late 70s, but refuses to let someone younger take over. I've known him for more than 20 years. In fact, he was not supposed to go there. The structural engineers from Argo told him clearly that it may be unstable.
Let me guess. He went to discreetly check if they weren't stealing something?
I wouldn't blame him for that, it's his work. Moreover, 2 years ago the roof was repaired, and indeed several things were stolen. And if he hadn't gone there, we would have found it much later.
The place where you found the blood, is there anything else I should know about it?
I actually haven't searched there too much. I don't even have necessary training for that. It's underground. Not many people go there. Actually, it's much bigger, but a part of it is closed.
I've already opened the doors.
Oh, as you may have discovered for yourself already, it really stinks there. Probably some kind of gas leak.
And what do you think about it? The blood, 3 missing persons, you probably have an opinion.
What do you want to hear? 3 people went missing and there's a wall painted with blood inside. Damn, what's happening with this world? When I see something like that in a movie, I always wonder how these people can think up such things. And now we have it here.
You haven't told me much.
All right, I'll put it another way. I've walked these streets for ages and I've seen a lot, but nothing like this. It's completely new to me. Never seen anything like that. When it gets public, things will change here a lot. Fear is a terrible thing.
But that's only talk. What about a suspect? Could it be someone local?
Local? No way, forget about that. Someone local? I know these people, none of them did that. At least I hope not. It'd be horrible.
Do you know anything about the blood those paintings are painted with?
Well, at first we thought it was paint.
Or at least we hoped it was.
But of course it's not. There was another possibility. That it was animal blood. But no. And as if that wasn't enough, the results show the blood belongs to 3 different people.
So the analysis is complete?
Well, I had to hurry it along a bit, but you know.
It's partly done. I haven't seen the report. It's not my business after all, but they managed to identify one of the samples. They say it belonged to a structural engineer from the Argo company. Foreigner. Czech, I think.
Yeah, check. Joseph Orel.
Those 2 brothers from Argo are missing too. Hungarians who disappeared together with him. So it's not hard to guess who the rest of the blood belongs to.
The earthquake. It was quite disastrous, wasn't it?
It was costly, and it's going to be worse. A tree fell on my car. I may as well scrap it now. My mother-in-law took my usual parking space that day, so she really owes me. Our house has a crack 2 stories high. The water supply is off, and it's going to take ages before they repair it. Thank God no one was hurt, but it's going to cost.
Right. If I'm to replace the light bulb, it'd be better to do it with the power supply turned off. The bulb is broken. No one will miss it. I'll throw it away. That should work. The bulb fits nicely. I saw it in the photos in Lyon already. The blood belongs to one of those technicians. There's no need to analyze it again. I doubt it will be possible to attach it back onto the spotlight. It's too twisted for that, but maybe I can use it for something else. I'd say that this won't lead anywhere. It won't be possible to reattach it. The part that holds the spotlight is too small to fix the other one onto it. And moreover, the leg is twisted. Interesting combination. Who would have thought that? In any case, it seems it will suffice as a leg replacement. That should hold. Good. Although it's not exactly in its original position, I think it's good enough to get some idea. And it will definitely illuminate it here a bit more. I can't push the thumbtack in. What now? First, I should somehow fix the thumbtack I'm holding. I can't press it into the wall with my bare hands. It's too hard. This is part of the Annunciation painting by Philippe de Champagne. The angel is Gabriel, considered by some to be the angel of death. This is part of the Annunciation. I should stick the thumbtack in somehow. I think I'll keep it on. It's much more visible in this light. First, I should somehow fix the thumbtack I'm holding. I can't press it into the wall with my bare hands. It's too hard. I don't think that would be of any use. I can't press it into the wall with my bare hands. It's too hard. Good. It could help me a bit. Now I should fix some strings to it. Am I to use those two things together? But how? Great, that should work. I have to say that if those hands really point to the same place, their author had to have great spatial imagination. I think I'll keep it on. It's much more visible in this light. I was right. All those hands really point to the same place.
Bravo, Lara. It seems most of the hands indeed point to the hole in the plaster. Now we have to find out what's so special about that spot.
For a while I thought the hole was created by the earthquake, but when I'm looking at it in detail, it's evident that the edges are too sharp, as if someone has cut into the wall. Are there some symbols on the outside of the plaster, or am I just imagining this? It would be nice to see how they looked as a whole. If I simply try to tag the pieces together in the hole, they won't hold there, and they will fall out. I'm not in the mood for cooking, and I would never cook in this anyway. There's quite a lot of asphalt hardening in the can. The burner is turned up to maximum. The bottom of the asphalt boils, but the top stays solid. What should I do about that? Now that I'm holding it firmly, I can finish it. Good, the special adhesive mixture is ready. Great, that's exactly what I needed. I hope the asphalt will stay warm long enough. That hot asphalt should be able to hold the mortar pieces stuck on the wall. Let's see what comes out of this. As I'd expect. The borders of the hole aren't as jagged and eroded as I'd expect. Does that piece belong here? Does that piece belong here? Got it. Perfect. There's something written here. Crux and Sia. I'm almost 100% sure that crux means a cross. But what about Sia? Darkness? No, that's obscuritas. But it's something very similar. Or maybe shadow. Yes, that could be it. A cross and shadow. What does it mean? Is it another clue? Is that man playing some perverse game with us?